So, getting up today. Yesterday I zeroed in the T-Horse Hostel, which is really one of the nicest, cleanest, best run hostels I've been at or seen so far. Just passing through Harpers Ferry here. We're sort of above the historicness. I mean, I guess this whole little town or village is pretty historic, but we're sort of above the more touristy part, or the part that's, you know, designed as like a historical zone. The gunsmith. It's a beautiful little area. Man, my feet still hurt. So anyway, the 4-day challenge is really a difficult thing. It's, you know, it really takes a lot out of you. It's like a marathon. And I slept most of yesterday after getting that hostel. But hopefully maybe do 12 miles today, I hope. Still gotta get my mail, so I'll do some more videos later. So, at the post office, my package has somehow disappeared. It last shows it's going through Baltimore, so I don't really know what to do, because the fella I talked to at the post office said, well, if it wasn't here today, the next day it would scan through would be tomorrow, and he said it wasn't here. So I'm not feeling too good about this. I might be in Harpers Ferry a little longer. Oh, I can't believe it. Kind of disappointed. It's not one thing, it's another, you know. I've tried to go fast. I've tried to, like, get this thing done. Tried to get down the trail. It's my shoes or my mail doesn't show up. And I didn't even send it. I thought, you know, I'm going to go through Harpers Ferry. I want to get my picture taken at the ATC, so I'll send it there. And this is what happens when you try to plan. I mean, I guess there are worse places to be stuck. But I gotta go back to post office to figure this out. I don't know. So maybe Harpers Ferry. I might have a more thorough tourist experience here in Harpers Ferry than I had anticipated. So I'm still in Harpers Ferry. My mail is all screwed up, so I'm trying to figure out a way to forward it ahead to Front Royal in Virginia. But I had to go. I went to 7-Eleven up here to buy 3 days worth of food to get me to Front Royal. Spent like $50 on food that is in the mail. But anyway, you know, ridiculous. But you know, Harpers Ferry, this area is really interesting because during the Civil War it changed hands many, many times. And this spring house, you had literally the Confederacy and the Union really close together. This pre-Civil War spring house, according to local legend, the North would come here, the Union would come here to get water during the day, and the Confederate soldiers, the South, would come here at night to this one spring house. I think it's kind of cool. But it really did kind of go like that. This is the Bolivar Community Park. It's lovely. I can't go in the spring house. Oh, can I? Let's see if we can go in. Nope, it's locked up. So apparently the North came here in the day, the South came here at night, and the through hikers never got in because it was locked. But Harpers Ferry, you know, it's a very cool spot. So I'm gonna see if I can get my package straightened out. A package. I'm waiting on a package. This across the street, this is the T-Horse Hostel where I stayed last night, and I can honestly say that of all the hostels I stayed at, this was definitely the nicest one. It was the cleanest, best put together, the best run of all of them. $30 a night, 33 or something like that. But by far the best hostel I've stayed in so far. So, this is the Appalachian Conservancy, the ATC, where you can take a picture taken for their big book. They got a nice little lounge, and all that good stuff. So this is this is actually, you know, of course, John Brown. This is the sort of John Brown's raid, which might have, you know, been nothing but inflamed tensions between the North and the South. You know, he was kind of a religious zealot, and you know, look at the war from a Southern perspective. He scared the South into, you know, a fervor that may have precipitated tensions You know, I'd like to think that that whole war could have been avoided. It certainly wasn't, but slavery could have ended more peacefully, as it did in a lot of other countries. But anyway, it's a lovely area. The ATC is beautiful. A beautiful location here in Harpers Ferry. It's a lovely town. I'm actually going to walk back down to the historical area, maybe do a little video. Just hike back out the trail that way, because I didn't really get a good look at it doing my hell hike the other day. So this is the downtown, the historical area of lovely. There's a dog over there. What's he doing? He's hanging out. They got these great buildings. I mean, you know, growing up in New England, this isn't like too big of a deal to me, but it's really, some of these buildings, like this one's over here, it's really cool. Yeah, it's right in these cliffs. These are the Maryland rocks. Yeah, that's what it is. So just down here closer to the river, the arsenal of John Brown. There's raid monument there. I'm not sure what that's to. Yeah, this place was fought over a lot, numerous times. Went back and forth during the war. Beautiful church up there. It's a lovely little town, but you know, it's what it is. So this spot here is Jefferson Rock, and Thomas Jefferson sat here and looked down this way at the juncture of the Shenandoah River and the Potomac, and he described it vividly. He sent letters, like I said, to England or to people in Europe, and said, definitely come here just to see the Shenandoah merging with the Potomac. It was beautiful down there. It's a lovely little valley, and this is Loudon Heights up above. Louden, I believe, Loudon Heights. And that's where I was the other night when I went into Virginia. Virginia is up on that ridge there. And there is Jefferson Rock. And I guess they put those supports in there because they're afraid that the rock was going to fall down on people below. Really beautiful spot here. So I must not tarry. I gotta get moving. It's almost 4 o'clock, and I gotta keep going. I'm glad I came down here though, because at night this was just a blur, and I guess I should see it again. So today I'm going across this bridge again, up here to up in there, over that, and into along the border of West Virginia and Virginia. So if you can hear me over the sound of the vehicles on the giant motorway crossing the lovely, beautiful Shenandoah River. Beautiful river. And yeah, this is crossing this, I believe, like at one point was the border with, I don't know. West Virginia wasn't created until the Civil War started. It's a free section of Virginia, and so in effect the South seceded from the United States, and West Virginia seceded from Virginia to become West Virginia. But it's a beautiful river. Sadly, you can't really hear me because of the numerous cars passing. The Loudon Heights. There's a white-tailed deer right there. Yeah, he's right there. Yep, there he is. Yeah, I think he's a young one, or her. And he's trying to get away from me, and he couldn't figure out a way to go, so he kept coming back. But, a lot of deer up in here. Last night I was walking to the 7-Eleven in in Bolivar, and I walked around a tree, and there was a deer like 8-10 feet away, and he froze. And I stopped walking at the same time. He's still going. I worry. God, he's gonna get hurt, man. But yeah, the deer just stood there. Stood there for a second. I tried actually filming it, but it was too dark. And it's getting too dark for me to see, really. On our way out of Harpers Ferry. So the post office screwed up my mail. I ended up trying to reroute it to Front Royal. We'll see how that goes. See if I get a tracking number update on that. If not, you know, who knows? It's a week's worth of food. And thank you, post office. Thank you, Baltimore sorting facility, for screwing that up. And I think I'm just gonna have somebody send me another box. So I was gonna try to make it to the AT Blackburn Center. I might do that. It's gonna be some night hiking. It's already like 6:30. It's getting dark. Sunset's in 15 minutes, so you know, we'll see. We'll see what comes out of that. But you know, Harpers Ferry is lovely. Glad I got through it. And we'll just keep going. So this might not be much, but this store over here is, whoa, standing right on the side of the road. This store over here is my first really, like, officially entering Virginia, in my opinion. Like, I went in there, bought a couple bags of ramen and vitamin water because I'm low on food because I didn't get my food in Harpers Ferry. And all I'm doing is walking along the road here, getting back to the trail. Gonna night head back.